What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Crew 2, and well, in this video we will be taking a look at the one set in the game that I think no one really talks about, including myself, because I have not really used this too much. The live reward sniffer set. Many people are wondering, is this even worth getting? Is it worth using? What does it actually do? Should I even have this? Well, so first things first, this is going to be the one set in the game I think most people do not have, and or they might have it and they don't even use it. So we have the Score Breaker, Loot Digger, Fame Magnet, and Nitrochemist there, and this is pretty much the one set that I pretty much have never really used too often in this game, but I do have to admit that it seems pretty dang useful. So if you are wondering, what does this set actually do? So the live reward sniffer set is basically designed to help you find those little crates that are around the map that blink and they say live on them. They could be anywhere from green, blue, purple, or the yellow one there, which have all the legendary parts in them. Purple can also drop legendary. Blue can if you're lucky. Green pretty much just drops, well, green and blue items there. There's also, like rewards stuff to actually collecting more of those for like whether that's the Hummer or whatever. Anyway, jump right back into this. So if you are wondering, is this actually useful to use? Well, the things you're going to want to get on this set if you do have this set is the Collector and Sensor. Collector increased live reward frequency apparition by 6.8%, and then increased radar range to detect live reward by 8.3%. So this is pretty much your best option in ordering to find these more often. I actually tested it out. I put it on my car and drove around a little bit. I found like 5 of these in like 30 minutes. So it does actually work very, very good. It helps you detect them pretty much farther away when you're actually on the street, and I do notice that it does seem to do a good job. So if you guys are also wondering, you could run this on any vehicle you guys like to use there. Personally, I'm running it on the Hyper class. I know some people probably run on the Street class. This set is primarily designed for cruising around, so if you all do plan on cruising around with your friends or just mess around a little bit on the map, throw on the live reward sniffer set. You will not be able to go wrong there. You could even get spare parts from it. You just get parts you don't need. You could just delete them. Pretty dang useful, honestly. If you do put this on in race, though, it's pretty much not going to help you in any way. You guys could put like pure and stuff on it, but I don't think that's going to really do too much, to be honest. I recommend going after chemists and those for racing. This set's pretty much designed just to grind parts and all that, which seems like it actually does a pretty dang good job. Anyway, I'm going to jump into the street and talk about this a little bit more, because this set does deserve a little love, and I think it's not talked about enough. Funnily enough, too, guys, by the way, with this is if you guys wanted to, you could pretty much spawn in a random place on the map there and drive around a little bit, and you'll probably end up finding one. Like I said, do keep in mind that this is going to detect them farther away. That's the lovely sensor there. It'll detect them farther away for you. You also need to be facing it. See, if I'm looking this way, there is nothing. I wanted to spawn over here because I did find this one. Right when I spawned in, the second you turn around this direction, it'll start beeping more. And then the closer you get, it'll start beeping more and more and stuff like that. It does help you find them a lot easier, and I do recommend, actually putting this on if you guys are driving around. Like I said before, you could also spawn in random parts of the map there. I don't think the spawn locations of these, I actually do think they are set, sorry. So if you do like come over here, for example, the only reason why I know that is because in Miami, there's always a crate that spawns over here in this area. And every time I spawn in, sometimes it'll beep and I'll go over there and grab it. And I used to get that one quite often. So do keep that in mind. If you guys have this on, it will detect it way farther away than the other, pretty much anything else does, because it pretty much gives you that lovely sniffer to be able to grab these a lot easier. I do find it much easier to get them as well, so obviously going toward the box here. Do keep in mind, by the way, when you all are running this set, that you're unfortunately going to be a lot farther away from it than you might think, because this thing detects it so far away. Which is a good thing, because you're able to get near them a lot easier, and you'll be finding yourself running into them easier. So I'm getting closer to the set now. It'll get faster there once you get closer. If you guys go out of it, it will go away, so I recommend turning left to right there. Hope you find it. So I'm going to go into the forest here a little bit. I'm now going to rally raid my Bugatti. Now, if that is a vehicle that is added, we can all freak out a little bit. A rally raid Bugatti would be absolutely hilarious. So as you guys will see, it is speeding up a little bit now, which means I'm getting closer. And it is right there. I saw it to my right. So let's head over there, and I wanted to mention a couple things with this as well, because this is something worth mentioning. So if you guys are actually, found one of these and you're like, man, all right, I'm trying to level my planes up. I wish there's a way I can switch to my plane and grab this. Well, funnily enough, you guys actually can do this. You guys can also switch to your boat as well, but do keep in mind, if you're on a hill or something, you will end up sliding away just like that. So make sure you grab it quick enough where you'll be able to get the parts there for it. So you can grab these in your plane, your car. So if you guys want to use a specific vehicle, put your drag car on your actual spawn thingy here, quick spawn. Put, like, let's say the aerobatic plane, or let's say like a jet sprint boat for the boat class, and you guys can grab these that way. Do keep in mind, some of these are also in the water as well. So obviously you can't grab that in a vehicle, you'll have to get in a boat, or if you're crazy like me, you can use a plane and try to run into it and grab it just in time. I did manage to do that a really long time ago. I don't even know how I even managed to do that. But it'd probably be easier just to be in a boat and grab it. But this is a great way to level up your vehicles. Let's say you guys are trying to level your boats up and you don't feel like doing the races. You could spawn into your boat and grab these. So let's say I did not grab the things there. You could spawn into the boat here. If you guys don't have enough space there with the thing there, unfortunately it may not work. But you could spawn into the boat and or plane, let's say, because the boat wasn't working because the 1414 Demon is huge. Come on right in here and you'll be able to grab the parts there. And you get a possible part that you might need. I actually managed to get my aerobatic planes maxed out completely with the score breaker set without even using the plane at all on any aerobatic mission, because honestly guys, I hated doing them. I did not like them at all. I did not want to farm those, level my plane up. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to fly around and drive around my car, and whenever I find these I'll pick them up. And surely enough, I leveled my plane up pretty fast, and not only that, I also got my jet sprint to max level as well doing this. So this is a great way to level your vehicles up if you're trying to. So now that I did do that, I'm going to randomly spawn right now in this video and see if I can get near another one here. So let's just fly out of here. So I was here before. Let's spawn all the way to the Space Industries Salam over here. And then I'll immediately start driving in a random direction, see if I can find one. Let's go right. And as you guys can see right there, I'm already beeping. I randomly just spawned away right now. Let's go find this one now. This is great in order to find these, and I think it's a lot more fun. Do keep in mind, guys, if you do switch vehicles and the other vehicle you are in, like let's say a plane does not have the live reward sniffer, this might not show up as quickly for you, so do be careful on that. So now this is beeping a little bit faster. Let's continue to go that way, and as you guys see, it stopped beeping, so I'm going to turn around back this direction here, and I'm going to run into every wall known to mankind. It's not that direction. So this is one way I like showing, just to go after these, because sometimes these can be in very odd places. They can definitely throw you for a loop. I'm glad those garbage cans are not made of steel there, like the bushes in Cayo Perico on GTA. My goodness. So some of these could be hiding pretty well, but with faster it gets, you know you'll be getting warmer to the said reward there. So it's going to be in this direction. Keeping an eye out. Check that way there. It's going to be in this direction as well. I wanted to show this as well, guys, because if you're trying to find these, and there it is right there. So I wanted to show this as well. I'm actually going to do this right now to show you all. So I just found a purple one here. So let's say you're like, oh, you know what? I want to get my jet sprint boat leveled up here. So let's go over here and go down to the jet sprint class. Let's go over here and randomly favorite, let's say, the proto rocket here. So let's favorite that. Back out of this here, so that's going to be set to water now, and I'll be right in front of this crate here, so you could switch over to the jet sprint boat here and grab the live reward here. And one thing I do want to mention, sometimes these will fall and you won't be able to grab them. You will need to switch and like switch back into the vehicle and slide into it. As you guys see, I just got all those parts for the jet sprint class right there, and I went up a little bit level. Doesn't really matter too much there. This is a great way to level up your vehicles, guys. I highly recommend doing it. I want to make this video. Someone did mention it about the live reward sniffer, and I was like, let's go test it out a little bit. And to my surprise, this set is actually really, really good. I definitely recommend trying it out if you guys are trying to like do different sets. And well, the one set in the game that no one seems to use is definitely worth a look, because these crates literally pop up every 10 seconds. Like I spawned it right there, and there's another one. Thank you all so much for watching. If you got any questions, let me know in the comments below. One thing I also wanted to mention as well before we end this video is if you guys are trying to get the affixed stats on this set here, like collector and sensor, do keep in mind this might cost a lot of money. I'm not even gonna lie, I spent over $1 million getting collector and sensor on all these parts. One thing I can recommend doing is if you guys are not getting collector or sensor and the game's getting really bad with RNG there, try to just go into races. I actually farmed a lot of hyper races to get this set because I deleted my other one, which is kind of unfortunate. I don't even know if it was a summit set or not, but who actually knows. And then I pretty much got the sets completed that way, but I did actually get parts. More parts in these set classes. For example, the motor core here, I had to get 4 of these to get this set on here because I unfortunately messed it up and I only could get collector, and I spent like $400,000 and I still couldn't get sensor, and I was like, all right, you know what, I'm gonna try to get more parts. I finally got another one, and it did give me it. But as you'll see here, I did spend the 16K all the way up to there to get this. And if you guys do manage to get it, you get the higher percentage. I'm not even running max percentage on this just because it takes some time. So if I roll it once here, you'll see you'll get 7-2. It will definitely take some time to get that done. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Again, I did want to mention that because this could take a lot of money to get the affixed stats you guys are looking for.